Hey y'all, Tia Cherie here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks for coming back again to check out another video. And on this week's video, we are doing product photography. So if you have products that you're selling and you're looking to do some easy DIY product photography at home with the things you already have, like your cell phone, then this is the video for you. So make sure that you guys keep watching and stay tuned. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so that you can get notified every time I upload a new video. Let's get to taking some pictures. Okay, so now product photography can be something that is super overwhelming, especially if you are new to it. It can seem really hard to get used to, and it seems like everybody has all these amazing props and everything looks so polished and put together, and you're not sure if you can really do that yourself. Well, guess what? I'm here to tell you that you can. It's not as difficult as it may seem. It may take a little bit of work and it may take a couple tries, but you'll definitely be able to do some great DIY product photography at home with just a few little things. So first, let's kind of get into what we're going to be using to take our pictures. Now, I personally use my Sony camera. I personally use that, but you don't have to. I also use my phone, which is an iPhone 10, so I use this phone as well when I get great photos off of it, especially using portrait mode. Now, you know portrait mode be having you looking good, okay? So it has those products looking just as good. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to do it just from using your phone, and also how to edit the pictures and some of the apps that you may use. But before we get into that, let's just talk a little bit about some of the ways that you can take product photography pictures. Now, one of the things that you can use is what they call a photo light box. Now, they have a bunch of these different light boxes on Amazon. This is one I actually got from Amazon. It actually has a ring light here at the top, as you can see, and it comes together as a box, and it has like these backdrops that you can put back here, in which it gives you different colors, so you can change it up whenever you want based on whatever you're taking pictures of. And you just plug it in. It has the light cord here. You can make it as bright as you want, as light as you want, whatever, and you just take your products here. I don't personally use this, but there is a way to do it. I actually took some pictures with it before and I didn't love how it came out, so I wound up not using those pictures, and I actually decided to use some other things. Now, if you want to DIY it for the low, aka $1, you can get some poster board like I have here. You can get this from Dollar Tree for literally $1, and you can use this. You can prop it up and use this. This one happens to be the hard poster board, so you can definitely use this. This one is a little beat up because I have a sign on the other side, but you can use this, or you can use the more flimsy one that's like paper. But what I like to use is these actual paper backdrops that you can see here. So if you can see here, this side has like a marble one. I got this off of Amazon for like, I believe it was $30 if I'm not mistaken. And it comes with two sides. So it has this side here, and then it has this side. I use this side for my stuff. I happen to love how the marble looks. It just looks clean. It looks like a bathroom to me. And a lot of my products are skincare based, so I like to have that type of clean aesthetic. So this to me is your best bet. Again, you can get something like this from Amazon. They have different kinds, so you can try to, you know, get a different kind based on your aesthetic for whatever your products are. You don't have to use this one. But again, I like to use this one because I feel like marble is just a universal thing and it goes with a lot of different products. So that's why I happen to use it. So for these pictures, this is what we're going to be using. So I'm going to show you guys how I set up everything, and we're going to take some pictures, and then I'm going to show you guys how to edit them. And yeah, so if you've made it this far in the video, let me know if you have any products that you use product photography for, and what type of backdrop do you use? Do you happen to use a light box like this one? Do you happen to use the poster board? Do you use paper? What backdrops do you use for your product photography? I would love to know, because I'm actually looking to try some other ones. So let me know in the comments below. So keep watching as I show you how I set up, and we're going to take a couple pictures and edit them. Okay, Okay, so typically I like to use an area that has light. This isn't really the best area today because it is quite gloomy outside, but we are going to work with what we have. I typically actually like to do mine in the bathroom, but this isn't the best setup for filming right now because I'm trying to film this video and do this, and I have the ring light, so the bathroom is a little tight right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set it up over here, and we're gonna get more light coming in. So I like to sit mine on my chair so that it's easier for me to catch shots of. So that's what I'm going to do now. So typically what I like to do is take this contact paper, or I'm not even sure if it's called contact paper, but I like to tape the paper to the chair. That way I don't have to worry about it moving and everything stays in place. So as you can see, I have it set up here to where this is the contact paper. It's laying out on the chair, so it's a nice flat backdrop, so I don't have to worry about it moving, and I can just place my items right here for it to sit on, and I don't have to worry about anything of that nature. So let's get into props. Okay, so before we get into the actual product photography, let's talk a little bit about props, ambiance, all that good stuff. So let's just say, for example, whatever it is that your product is, you should have things that are complementary to your product and what you're trying to show. Now, it shouldn't be something that is going to take the attention off of your product, because your product should always be the focus of the picture, but it should be something that's complementary. So take my business, for example. My business is called Tamed Skin. So we have like a jungle theme. It's kind of something where it's like all natural, jungle-like, and all of that good stuff. So some of the things that I use are things that are complementary to what my product and what my brand and business is like. So me, for instance, I use things like fake trees, or fake leaves, should I say, and things like this. This goes complementary to the products and what it is that I'm doing. So this is some of the things that I use. Like, I actually got these off of Amazon. I ordered a bunch of them, and they come really in handy for what I'm doing. You should also think of some of the things that go with your products in regards to if your stuff is like a floral thing, for instance. Like, I have products that are lavender, so I use the actual lavender buds in my pictures. I also have things that are rose smelling, so I use actual rose buds in my picture. You can also think of the colors of your stuff. So you can use things like satin backdrops, or props that are the same color or complementary colors to make them look pretty, things of that nature. So you can get cheap things like potpourri, for instance. I got these from the dollar store, so I use this one to go with, can't see it. I use this one to go with my lavender stuff because it just has purple potpourri, so it looks really cute. And then this one can go with the stuff that has like a more green backdrop, so it's super cute. Things of that nature. You can also think of the colors that you have. What is your color scheme? Are you pinks? Are you purples? Are you like neutral colors? What is the color scheme of your products? You should think about that, because that will come in handy when it comes to looking at the colors of the props, but also the aesthetic for the picture that you're trying to go with. And depending on what you want to use, for instance, here I have like a piece of fabric, which is like a sheer gold piece of fabric, which will go great with some of my vanilla stuff because it's gold colored, or even some of my rose stuff because it will be a nice contrast to the rose pinkish color. So just think of those things when you're thinking of product photography. Think of things that are complementary to what it is that you're taking a photo of, but something that does not overpower it in the picture. You have to remember that you want your product to be the focus of the picture, but you don't want it to just be blank and empty. Just give it something, a little bit, something that's appealing, especially if you're going to be posting this stuff on social media and your website. website, you want them to look nice. Now, not to say that plain pictures don't look nice, because some of them do, and if you're going for like a minimalistic look, it definitely works. Okay, so to keep it super short today, we don't want this video to be too long. We're going to take pictures of 2 products. One is going to be my rose oil. This is my rose oil. This is a face and body oil that I sell. It's part of my collection. It's on my website, tamedskin.shop. And we are also going to take pictures of my vanilla rose soap bar. So you can see it right there. We're going to obviously take it out of the packaging and take some pictures of it. So if you guys are interested in seeing how these come out and letting me show you how to take the pictures as well as do a little bit of editing, make sure you keep watching. Okay, so what I'm doing here is setting up the shot with the props. So obviously we are going to be doing the rose oil first. So with the rose oil, I'm going to put a couple of rose buds down so you can see me setting up for the shot here. Now you can, again, like I mentioned before, use whatever is complementary to your picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the rose oil. I'm going to be taking pictures of the rose oil, so I'm going to do the rose buds. I'm also going to do the tree leaf, which is right here. Kind of set that up here. I have this little candle holder thing that's kind of like glass, and it has a nice background to go with it. So I'm going to set that up as well, and I'm going to put the oil on top of that. And I'm going to bring my ring light over, which I have, to make sure that the lighting is very good. Lighting is super, super important when it comes to taking your pictures. I don't know why I didn't mention that until now, but lighting. It's super, super important. So make sure that you guys have great lighting, so when you're taking your pictures, you have everything you need to have. So now I'm just taking some photos. Now, what I would suggest is you taking some photos on portrait mode and as well as regular photo mode. So again, I am using the iPhone 10, so that's the phone that I am using. It is not the latest iPhone, but it still has a great camera. Use whatever you have. Don't worry about trying to go buy a brand new camera or getting something super fancy. Use what you got. Just use great lighting and make sure that you just set it up so that the angles are perfect. And you can always switch it up. So if you take some pictures and you don't like how, for instance, maybe the holder looks, I don't really love it, so I'm going to remove it and I'm going to take some pictures without it. You can always switch it up. You can start with some props, take away props, add props. It's really up to you. And just get different angles and different shots. That really helps as well. Take a picture of that using the same setup. So you can kind of mix and match what you're taking pictures of. If it has the same aesthetic, then don't waste your time trying to set up and take down and set up and take down. Try to mix it that way. And there you have it. So I took some of the shots. So now I'm going to walk you through how to edit them on your phone using 2 apps. Well, actually 1. I just use Facetune. That is the app that I use. So I'm going to put a little screenshot, a screen recording on this side of the screen so that you guys can see me doing the editing there. And yeah. Okay, so you can go to your app store and download an app called Facetune 2. That is what I use to edit all of my photos. So you can see at the bottom they have different things like brightness, contrast, color, etc. You can play around with it with your product pictures to see what you like, brighten it up, give a little contrast. Just do whatever you feel will make the picture look nice. That's exactly what I do. And as you can see here, I'm playing around with it a little bit, trying different things. And yeah, that's all you really need to do. Really simple. And I totally forgot to record an outro because my camera died, but just hope this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, let me know in the comments below. Make sure that you subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.